Rob Ford today saying once again he is sorry for embarrassing the city, that he will not step aside. We've been showing you what's been going on inside Toronto City Hall, but there was quite a scene outside Toronto City Hall as well. About 1,000 people were there protesting, trying to convince the mayor from outside that he should step aside. The CBC's Stephen D'Souza was there. He has more on the mood of that crowd.
Well, the mood is really all of the conversations that people across the city have been having in their living rooms, around their kitchen table, at bars and in cafes about the Rob Ford scandal. They've all come now down to Nathan Phillips Square in front of City Hall to have that conversation. And the clear message coming from the protesters here is that they want Mayor Ford to step aside. In many cases, they want him to resign. Let me show you the scene now. The protest started with about 1,000 people in front of a stage. They have now moved to in front of the doors of City Hall, and in fact, just above where the people are is the windows to Mayor Ford's office, and that's where the mayor is right now as council takes a break for lunch. They are chanting a number of things: Rob Ford resign, Rob Ford step aside, and people are clearly saying that they felt the mayor has lied to them. They feel he has not been honest, and that he needs to be held to a higher standard and should step down.
Okay, what are people telling you at City Hall today?
Well, it's interesting that, I spoke with a number of people, including one woman who voted for Rob Ford, and says that she's disappointed in that she had known all of the things that Rob Ford is now being accused of, or that have become public as a result of some of the police documents. She said she would never have voted for him. And, I was telling some people that inside council, the mayor is saying that he's not going anywhere and that he said all he can say, and people here say that's simply not good enough for them. Interestingly, I met a family who brought their young children here and said, they're looking for role models from their elected officials, and they feel that Rob Ford is not a good enough role model for them. And so these are the conversations I'm having with people. One gentleman who's in his 70s said he's never felt the need to protest anything publicly in his life, but he said this was important enough for him to come down here to Nathan Phillips Square, and not only for him to come down, but he's also invited a number of his friends and family to come down to voice their opposition to Mayor Ford.